didn't.
Prepare for battle.
Well, you want a bold prediction from us? That you guys are wrong. No, I'm just kidding. I think we've been discussing a little bit. I mean, there's some interesting lanes coming out from these guys. I think Virtus Pro have a pretty big advantage in this game, though. Theban, what say you, good sir? Oh dear, run little Boxy, run to the river, run past the river. In fact, he is going to be okay though. They don't have the catch potential. Anyway, back to your prediction.
"30 seconds to battle."
You're a trusty mate.
Wild.
The battle begins.
Yeah. I think this bottom lane might be a bit of a disaster again for Team Liquid, though, because this anti-mage should have a pretty free time. I don't see how this lane doesn't go exactly the same the last game did. I mean, they've got 2 purges against nothing which can be purged, right? Like, I don't understand.
What you came for.
Yeah, Liquid.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board. I think not.
Seems like it could be a plan as Insane is going to go in for the creep block. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, save, just slowing down the Tiny, stopping Tiger from really getting any of its spells off onto this Enchantress. But yeah, some very interesting lanes coming out from the side of Liquid as they have got Insania bottom and Tiger up at top. So we're playing that Tiny to support Mickey. A nice toss back under the tower there when they're just going to use the Scatter Blast to get rid of the creeps to make sure the tower target's safe. But still lands onto the creeps, so Save takes a decent amount of damage, but still will be absolutely fine as she can harass down Tiger here at the same time.
I take what I please.
Oh, bottom lane, jump forward onto Insania here. He's going to try and purge himself off, but with no mana left, Athletic Kid, it's actually kind of hurting him because he's not doing that much damage. And Insania is going to be able to get himself back and salve himself up. It's going to be absolutely fine. Top lane, have a toss onto the Enchantress, getting her decently low, but Mickey could be the one in trouble here as the Impetus connects a right click from DM as well, and that is going to be first blood. They had the damage between them.
Thirst for long.
Impetus, man.
Your admiral is on board.
I was.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Scary stuff for GPK. He's just being bullied out of this lane non-stop. I mean, the moment he gets a Jingu stack on him or two, then it's just going to have to be playing it very, very cautious. But we'll be able to grab a couple of creeps under his tower here, but unfortunately both the range creeps get taken from him. Smashing it.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Yeah, poor old Pirate not really getting a look in on this middle lane currently, but he's going to try and focus on them creeps, get himself into the game in that regard.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Yeah, kind of happy just go and trade some hits with Boxy, and even if Boxy turns around and gets a couple of moments of courage off, as long as he's draining his mana, he's going to feel pretty good about that one. And Insania takes a step too far forward to try and get the kill onto the courier, and now he's in some real trouble. Oh, that coconut! Ilias, he's feeling lucky today as they bring down Insania. Boxy will be zoned out as well. Meanwhile, Tiny up in the top lane, get it very low to DM and save, but they don't quite have the range to get off that last right click or impetus. So instead, they'll just use it onto Mickey instead. So much damage coming out from these two, though.
I take what I please.
Nice maths. Yep. Meanwhile, like,
Step lively.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I do like his no you ability. Uh-oh, he's in some trouble now. Does get the silence off onto the both of them. They're trying to surround him. DM trying to run through the tree. Scatterblast gonna miss. He moves across to the creep wave. They need one more right click. Are they gonna find it? They will have a toss available in 2 seconds, but with save coming in as well, it's a little bit too tricky. Tiger, he really wants it. He really wants to see him, but he doesn't get vision on DM, and he's just gonna go down. Tiger can't get the kill. And save even feeling a little bit aggressive here onto Mickey. They might be able to get this kill. Mickey tries to jump forward onto DM, doesn't find it, and they're both gonna die to save. Mr. Tomato Man is too damn strong in the top lane. Save gonna take them both down. That's a double kill for the Ench. And Liquid gonna be feeling very awkward about that one. Jesus. DM's so good, dude. Stun out Boxy in the bottom lane. They throw down the Maledict as well. But not going to follow up on this one. Not with Insania backing him up. Too scary. Could be in some trouble here as qojqva is able to get off that Jinko. The Boundless Strike will finish the job. Meanwhile, Tiger's having some trouble with DM here as DM just right-clicking him down, but GPK with a nice little two-man torrent here. X-Mark comes down to qojqva as well, dragging him back into that boat. Mickey is in the neighborhood, throws in the cookie, which actually, yeah, well, fair enough then. And a really nice dodge from the Monkey King. Really nice moves, allows him to TP away, and that's going to be that. Yeah. It's kind of awkward because Boxy never has any mana, so the anti-mage is never really getting that much damage up with mana break. Yep. If you have no mana, why bother leveling up spells? Just take your passive. Ilias dares coming too close to Boxy. Boxy just runs at him with a creep wave attacking him, always going to proc the moment of courage.
Uh-oh,
out he go. Well, Save's actually the one who drops as he goes under the tower. Yeah, really nice little toss play there from Tiger. Unfortunately, this creep's doing so much damage. Mickey trying to come in and help out with the cookie, but unfortunately it's not enough. Meanwhile, Ilias goes down to the bottom lane to Boxy and Insania. And then looking towards Atlantic as well. He has to back himself away. Does have himself a mana void to play with, but doesn't feel like it would be enough damage to bring down Boxy even with that Maledict on him. So that's going to be straight up death for both the supports on the side of Virtus Pro.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
hatred of anti-mage never ceases to amuse, but I mean, I do agree with the points you make about the heroes. You know, you give him a fantastic lane and he's like, all right, I'll pay you guys back in about 10 minutes once I go hit some creeps. Meanwhile, Insane here in the bottom lane in a bit of trouble. They will get the disarm out onto the AM to keep him alive a little bit longer, but he will most definitely be falling here. Meanwhile, the Hadouken and the impetus is onto Boxy. Boxy just wants to TP himself away, realizing that even though there was actually a mana void available in the AM, realizing he wasn't going to be able to get close enough in time, decides to peace out. Meanwhile, qojqva's going for this Aghanim's Rush. Something we've been seeing on the Monkey King whenever it does get picked up. This seems to be the most common build. It's very, very strong.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Once again, no bones today. He can't miss. Meanwhile, oh, 3-man stun out from Mickey there with a beautiful little cookie into this one. Unfortunately, they don't have the damage done spread around qojqva. He needs to leave. He's going for the TP. Not going to make it. Mickey in some trouble as well. The side of Virtus Pro start chasing him down, and they will be able to bring down the snap player. I mean, one of the sidelines is Senia just trying to bring down DM, but can't quite the vision there. With that thirst speed, he's able to navigate through the trees away from the Oracle, and now that Oracle is in a whole world of hurt as DM's going to bring another one down. They'll lose 3 on the side of Liquid. Getting violent flashbacks to game number 2 when they had this kind of smooth laning phase, and then Liquid just started turning up to some strange fights, and VP started to pull ahead real hard.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Invisibility.
Quite curious. See, I was even with the toying with the idea of maybe some, like,
Dire's
you know,
top tower
playing
is
for
under
the
attack.
multi-shot talent. Was it level 20
Radiant's
talent
bottom tower is
on
under
Mickey?
attack.
We don't really see anyone doing that, but it could have been fun.
Dire's top tower is falling. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
What have we here?
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Bottom tower has fallen.
Yep, it was nearly nice until it wasn't. Senia. Actually, cancelling the TP in the last minute there.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's going to survive. A nice little top back. Oh, that is a beautiful little 2-play there from Liquid as they get the toss back into the duel under the tower, and Mickey even throws in a singular Mortimer's kiss. It's almost like a bad mana kiss, isn't it? Just one kiss on top of him. So, you die now. Very cute. Yeah, well, Boxy being run out in the top lane by Eleptic Kid and DM here just seems like a some thorough harassing. I wouldn't really call this a gank or a go of any kind. They're just kind of saying hello to their friend.
Dire are scanning.
Avatos onto the Enchantress. Not quite enough to finish the job, though. Enchantress still alive for the time being, and now turning around on the Tiger. He's the one who's going to lose his life. Instead, down goes the Tiny. He tried to make the play there with the Monkey King and the Tiny, but unfortunately, Monkey King, I mean, he's so weak at this point that unless there's a really tasty opportunity which presents itself, then it's unlikely that he's going to get involved in these engagements. Just wants to find his Ags.
Radiant's middle tower
Doesn't
is
want
under
to risk dying
attack.
that deep. This man doesn't have the patience. Too low creeps, too delicious. Resist qojqva. I think he's waiting for them to show. He's like, all right, well, you know, there's not that many people. Oh, he's going forward and save, and Ilias spring the trap, but he jumps back across to the trees. They won't be able to chase him into those tree lines, so yeah, qojqva baits it perfectly. Yes. Yikes. That's scary. Yeah, I feel like Liquid, you know, now this Battle Fury's online, it's kind of their time to go. They need to start pressuring the rest of the team, try and pressure the anti-mage a little bit, start owning some of this map, because they don't have that farming hero. They've got the Monkey King with Ags, which I don't really fancy as a direct matchup into the anti-mage. Meanwhile, Avalanche toss back. That's a nice little play here. Jewel comes out onto the Witch Doctors, kisses on over her head as well. And not the singular kiss. I mean, this is some mafia shit right here from Mickey. He's just like sealing it with a kiss of death. Yeah, but he took off way too much than he could chew there. Meanwhile, Boxy on the front line is just turning around and manning up against 3 heroes here. They're not really doing very well against that. Meanwhile, qojqva comes in, throws down the Boundless Strike onto the Conker, controlling him up. Jingu's got to come up on qojqva, but he dodges out the torrent. Meanwhile, nice, beautiful little avalanche into the cookie, into the Warkong's command. They're going to be able to take down GPK, but the blink away from him is successful, so Epileptic Kid will survive that one. It's just going to be 2 kills for the side of Team Liquid, but utilizing a lot of their ultimates very, very well here for sure.
Radiant are scanning.
Tis mine.
Excellent.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah, like a lot of people think like, oh, you know, False Promise, the best spell for Oracle, but in games like this Fate's Edict is 100% just as strong.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
There's one thing Epileptic can do, it's hit creeps. This guy knows how to play PvE. Sure. Alright, is it go time yet? I know, right? Okay, we have 3 timings arriving, all within a minute of each other. We've got the Aghanim Scepter on the Monkey King, we have the Snapfire with the Guardian Screws, and we have the Blink Dagger on the Legion Commander. There is no way they don't try and make a play. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh no, that's a lot of ultis. That's a lot of mistakes from the side of Team Liquid. Beautifully baited by GPK. The duel, the kisses. Oh man. And now, well, they're looking for some revenge here. Virtus Pro, they are looking to rub some salt into this wound, but a nice little toss back from the side of Tiger. He's in some trouble. They might die for this one as they drop that Death Ward. Beautiful little Death Ward on the high ground there to chase back Liquid. Yields out onto Mickey. He could be in some trouble. Can he get off that Fire Snap cookie? Yes, he can. And the silence immediately purged off as well as he turns around for the Snapfire Blast. Going to be controlled up very well. Now qojqva comes in from the high ground, drops a pretty nice Wukong's command here. Does he actually turn into this fight though, or does he just sit on the high ground? It's just a zoning Wukong's command. Get Virtus Pro off their backs, and it'll give their team the reset. Unfortunately, that is going to mean that, you know, they usually... Oh, Insania, really? But he didn't save him. He had the spells, he didn't save him. A duel in the mid lane, though. They're looking for the kill here. They will be able to finally get a dual kill onto Save. The Boxy now up to 30 damage. The X-Mars comes back. This fight might not be over yet, folks. Yules comes out onto Boxy. They'll both go their separate ways of the river, and this fight will now be over, folks. And return back to eating your snacks. Ow. Yeah, this is not feeling too good for Tiger. See how they...
Nothing will stand in my way.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant are scanning. Radiant's middle
Yeah,
tower
qojqva
is
with its
under
actual
attack.
double damage. I mean, that's just a tower which is going to fall very quickly indeed. I'm wondering, it's usually when you see Monkey King players sieging towers, they usually get like as close to the tower as they physically can to allow these soldiers to spawn within attacking range of the tower, but I think qojqva was just a bit worried about the blood right.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, 4 heroes of Virtus Pro hanging out at top. It's just saved behind this middle tower. There might be a bit of an engagement here. 2 teams looking like they're on a warpath onto each other. Virtus Pro going back to their tier 1.
Radiant's courier
Quid's
has been
still
killed.
hanging out in that jungle. Oh, they actually just walk around each other. Now they're killed by creeps, maybe? No, just out of the range of the creep wave. Yep. Indeed. Meanwhile, AM finishes off the Manta, picks it up in his base, and is now going to be ready to blow up some heroes. And, oh, Mickey, hello. There's a hero. Needs to get himself away here as Athletic Kid gets on top of him. Yeah, Greaves is available. They jump in with the duel, trying to get it onto Illusion again. Oh, no, Boxy. A second Illusion of duel off the game. That's not how you want the cookie to crumble. As qojqva throwing down the ultimate, just kind of tempting that Wukongs and forcing back Virtus Pro. I mean, it's not the highest commitment ulti in the world, but it would have been really nice to kill off that anti-mage there. Fortunately. Yeah, now Tiger, he's taking some damage. It looks like the Tiny is going to be going down again, once again. Insania wants to save that ulti for the big targets, but it's so sad just to watch this Tiny dying again and again. Meanwhile, Mickey getting bullied on the backlines. There comes the save, though, from Insania. Wukong's command comes down as well, but they've got nothing to keep them inside of this ring, so they are just going to run out of it. And now they look across towards the Conquer, and finally jumping in with the Primal Spring, and they'll be able to bring down the Pirate. And I think that's going to put an end to this fight as they back themselves away on the side of Virtus Pro. They do take a couple of casualties, but all the same, I don't think they're going to be that sad about this, considering they're the team fighting with their anti-mage, and every fight that kind of draws to an equal is feeling pretty good for the side of Virtus Pro. Meanwhile, qojqva yeeting on forwards here on top of this Witch Doctor. I mean, he's going to get you now. There's your duel. There it is. Boxy finds the consolation duel. It's something.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, and it's just the Blade Mail and everything. It's just too much damage to the anti-mage to handle. Even with just the Legion Commander alone, I'm fairly sure she gets him down to about like 25% HP. Then all you need is a Monkey King or a Mortimer's Kisses or a Tiny. There's so many heroes to help make these duels successful. Unfortunately, there's just been one really nice illusion bait and one just, you know, Manta into panic from Boxy, unfortunately. Had to make the guess, didn't get it right. Yeah, he's still a pebble. Yeah.
You seemed nice. Sorry.
Yep, she's going to get a salami sliced up in the top lane by Boxy. That's going to be a nice easy kill, followed by a chunk of damage. And now they're into Roche, and they want to take down the big boy. Shan's going to be the target. Virtus Pro. Will they have an answer to this? Well, no king's coming out just yet. They don't seem to be aware. If they are, they're not interested. The Liquid here is they will be able to take down this Roshan and get themselves an Aegis on qojqva, who has now got a Desolator, Aghanims, Aegis, heading towards BKB at a decent timing. He's catching up with his AM somehow.
Illusion!
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
That's true. Both kind of want to target the backlines, I
Dire's
think.
bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant are scanning. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, at the same time, I do kind of like it into the Monkey King and Oracle lineup. You know, it's just the ability to stop these heals coming through so much. True. He's chilling. He's saying, hey, you know, I've got a teammate coming through. Mickey, he's got the Aghanims, throws a tiny forwards onto the Witch Doctor. There comes the duel, and they will dispatch Avilius very quickly indeed. Uh-oh. He's got a boat thrown in his head, but they just TP away. Yeah, they see the Aegis on the monkey and just like, yeah, see ya. Yeah. No, he wouldn't have. Very nice indeed, yeah. qojqva going to be left empty-handed after that one, but they still get themselves at least a kill onto the Witch Doctor as Liquid continue to keep up the pace in this game. Still behind, there is still this anti-mage just farming up all over the place, but as we've mentioned before, you know, it's going to take more than usual for this anti-mage to be a real force in this game. You need to be about an item ahead. Ooh, okay, there we go. Yeah, they got to wait the awkward wait. Okay. There it comes. There's a duel. There we go. Finish the job. A couple of spells being used. Okay. A little bit close, but. It is. Yeah, it's very nerve-wracking. I like the way this Tiny is just like, I don't need a blink. I've got my own method of transport. Exactly.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Tiny Airlines is started 2019. In 2020, it's all about Snap Air.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Snap Air is very good.
Radiant's middle tower.
If the patch would have a title, I think I might choose that because it's the most fun factor of the patch for sure. Seeing heroes flying across the map in every direction. Toss back onto the Conquer. That's a very nice catch from Tiger here. Can they do the job with GPK? The Mortis Kiss is coming through over the top, but he's pretty fast. But doesn't matter. A beautiful stun comes out from qojqva. Save, and GPK just dies very, very quickly. But meanwhile, Epileptic in the backlines, he's causing a bit of havoc. He's taken down Insania. Tiger does die in the front, and now Epileptic goes himself back. But a beautiful little toss across over onto Epileptic Kid. It's not going to result in a kill, however. It's able to get himself back with the help of the Witch Doctor, but still really nice instant reactions there from Mickey. Must have picked him up and thrown him at almost like the same moment as the blink came through. Really, really quick from Mickey. Unfortunately, wasn't quite enough to result in the kill on CAM, but scary stuff for this anti-mage.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Ooh, I'll have to come back here.
Radiant are scanning.
In they go. Oh no, the tick gets instantly popped by the Oracle. Nice Lincoln's nerd, they say in the bottom lane as they bring down Epileptic Kid instantly. Oh no, he thought he was safe. Meanwhile at top, Witch Doctor's just getting turned into sliced ham by old Mr. qojqva. However, maybe could be in some trouble. Never mind, BKB.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's too fun just to sit here with qojqva, you know, even if he just spends a few seconds up on this high ground, getting those soldiers out, it's going to do so much damage to this tower. Hello? Oh. Pain in the ass, that's for sure. He's doing a really nice job of predicting the movements here, but Tiger once again with a blink back, throw it back onto the save. He's going to lose his life. The Enchantress shall fall. Another one for back at the Team Liquid. Jumping forwards, boundless strike to follow as well. GPK though, getting back, and that Blitzy gets on top off this Tiny. Okay, Tiger probably losing his life here as the rest of Team Liquid trying to back themselves away, but unfortunately Foxy not quite so lucky. Even with the BKB, he's going to get finished off as well. Down goes 2. What dragged him back into that fight? Was that a blink?
Even you should have seen that coming.
Or an X mark? I'm not sure.
Straight to the bottom with you.
Very quick to buy back into that and just give them the extra bit of force they needed, possibly throwing out an chance to grab themselves that extra possible kill. And now Virtus.pro with 2 heroes dead again. Let's try and put some pressure onto top.
Oh, bounty!
This'll come in handy.
Full ahead.
Ooh, do they see him? They see him. Oh, trying to cast the X marks, trying to cast the torrent. They will actually land it here, but the cookie's going to come through, try and keep Insania alive. He's going to try and put the Shadow Amulet, but unfortunately it's not enough. He is going to go down. No buyback either, so they're going to have to fight without him here if they do want to fight at all. Tiger going for the TP away, cancelled out by the Mana Void. They'll bring down Tiger as well. 2 heroes dead. Yeah, get on that high ground, Virtus.pro.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And 2 minutes.
Dire are scanning. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant
I think so too.
scanning.
I think so too. He's very close as well. He's about 300 gold off it. Play the bottom side of the map. Honestly, Virtus.pro don't get anything for this. Do you think they should have gone high ground? Yeah. There you go, they find GPK on the front lines. Can they bring him down in time? It looks like they can. The duel come through and the conga comes down. GPK out of the fight, but he does buy back into this one. Boxy looking over towards Epileptic in here. Of course, they have no duel anymore, so he has to run himself away, but ruptured up, not really possible to do so. Now the heal comes out from the Oracle as they look across towards Santimate, taking so much damage. They come in with the Avatos combination. Is it going to be enough though as they turn around, just rip into the Legion Commander, making sure she goes down. Now looking over towards Tiger as well as the X marks out onto Mickey. He's thrown out of position. Virtus.pro on the warpath right now. Quick with the BKB, trying to turn it around, but it's 1 man against 5. Is this really going to work? I'm not sure. A lot of soldiers being spawned. Senia helping out from the high ground as well. They're going to try and make it back onto the safe land. And they can't actually keep fighting here, Virtus.pro. Everybody's so low on HP, and these statues are a real pain to try and fight into. So qojqva is actually going to be able to repel the forces of Virtus.pro and force the reset.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Yeah, I mean, it could be considered a slight overcommitment onto GPK, perhaps, because, you know, there was Duel, it was one of his kisses, it was Wukong's command. Pretty much everything at their disposal went the way of him, but then again, you know, it is Conker. You need to kill him in that duel timer, otherwise you've got a real issue.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So, Epileptic Kid, oh my god. Yeah, that's nothing to mess around with. Also, by the way, Epileptic Kid, I don't know if you mentioned this, but he changed from Skadi to Abyssal which he has now finished up, yeah. Jumps into open here. I mean, immediately the duel comes down to the backlines onto saves. They're trying to bring down the Enchantress nice and quickly. Won't be able to do so, though, as they control Boxy really nicely because he didn't pop that BKB. Meanwhile, Insane gets killed on the backlines by Epileptic Kid. That means no Oracle. That means the fight is probably over. But qojqva, he's trying to stand his ground, popping that Wukong's command. Has a BKB at his disposal, but I don't think he wants to use it here as Ilias does get killed off by Tiger on the side, utilizing the zoning provided by qojqva. Meanwhile, GPK, did he get the X marks off onto that Tiny? Looks like he didn't. Tiger's going to be okay. Mickey, though, he was killed off in the back. That is another big kill for the side of Virtus Pro, as Anti-Mage gets himself another.
Dire structures are fortified. Radiant structures are fortified.
Blink and Abyssal onto Tiger, scaring him off here. They don't want to overcommit because they know this Blink duel is available from Legion at the same time, so if they lose anyone by accident, this could spell problems with the Heaven's Halberd. Now onto the Monkey King from the Conker. He's happy to come forward here, though. They managed to jump in. They try to go for the duel onto the AM, but it doesn't come off in time. I think the Link has blocked it, and now, well, qojqva and Boxy both caught inside that boat here. qojqva trying to turn around and try and fight up into this one. Is he going to be able to heal up enough with that Jenku? Just about, but the ruptures on him, and they're going to blow him up with a Mana Void, and now Epileptic King gets on top of Insane. Buyback comes out from the Monkey King and from the Snapfire, who only had a couple of seconds left, but they know they need to fight. They know they need this combo. Throwing the Monkey King forwards, trying to bring this Anti-Mage down for a second time as they combo it up with a Cookie, and they will kill off the AM, but it's a big cost to bring him down. Maybe they can get DN as well. They do indeed. Fortune's End comes on top of the Blood King. He's dead as well. Sorry, the Blood Seeker, not the Blood King, as he gets killed off by the Monkey and by Boxy. And well, I mean, it cost them a lot, but they do defend this high ground. Now, what is the play? I think they need some buybacks here on the side of Team Liquid.
Pick it up, Mortimer.
Played one sent
It is.
me for blood.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Tiger, oh, he steps forward very far here. However, they're very, very scared to try and commit to this one, as Tiger's going to lose his life. Influence Rupture comes through. Bo's going to connect as well. They get the duel out onto the Enchantress. Enchantress, though, she doesn't care. She's tanking the duel. They don't even bring down the edge. She's going to be able to limp herself away from this one. Mortimer's Kiss is coming out over the top as well. Save runs himself away from the high ground. They are out. Ultimate's committed. But yeah, it's so tanky.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
It's, yeah. I mean, that is the best place scenario for Virtus Pro. I can't believe Save survived that though. Like, even though with Boat, even though with everything, with the Glimmer Cape, like Save is somehow super tanky with like very few items. Too much to deal with. Too much. Mickey, oh, interesting. Okay, Mickey has finally decided that he's going to transition into this carry build. He's got the level 20, little shredder, use your attack damage, got that Chrysalis, so this is a style where things start to get a little bit spicy for the Snapfire as we start to see and move in a different direction. We're jumping forward. Yeah.
It's just not fair.
Oh. Sania. He doesn't know. Everyone send your brainwaves the way of Insania right now, guys. Come on, we could do it. Oh, no. Our brainwaves weren't strong enough. Yeah, they saw that creep wave die at mid as well. They know what's up.
Scanning. Radiant are scanning.
Yeah. It's very interesting seeing what the teams think the other team is doing in these situations.
Dire's middle barracks
with the creeps
are
attacking
under
the high
attack.
ground, they need to do something about this, unfortunately. So Liquid, you know, they are unable to find anything with this movement across, but they do get themselves a couple of neutral items, they get themselves an outpost back, and they get themselves the top side of the map. So, gosh, a very tense game though. How do you see these next couple of fights playing out? It's 4 protect 1, but not in the way we know
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
My chest.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, illusion escape. Yeah, Boxy, he does like these. Oh no, he's done it again! Oh, Boxy pops everything on the illusion for another time as Aim goes to backline, but it doesn't matter. Atletic is gonna lose his life anyway. Okay, there's bait on baits going on here. Never mind, Boxy running forwards now, getting healed up, but he doesn't really care. I mean, he's a happy man. He just got himself a kill onto the AM. Fair enough. Jump forwards here. Meanwhile, just cannonballing qojqva on top of Ilias. Ilias is gonna die, as is Save. What the? What? How did that work?
Doctor.
This one's afternoon is
It doesn't
looking
play back. How did that work? Damn. Boxy proving the haters wrong with the bait on bait on bait. I mean, I'm just thinking, you know, he definitely thought that AM was real, but I mean, Liquid is able to counter-react so damn well to the AM just getting too over-ambitious, and, well, they're on the tier 4s. How?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
How can they do it? Around. Yeah, they've got one. They're going to use it on the throne right now, but they've dropped down the Wukongs, trying to just take down the building. qojqva's focusing on the Ancient. Can they do anything about this? GPK's coming in, and the BKB is up, but they managed to get off to disarm along with the Yules. Chain them up together. Probably not ideal. GPK loses his life, and there's a GG pop. They've done it. Liquid take down